Welcome back to Studio 5. In my opinion, the best thing about January is that mental clarity that can come with the start of a fresh year, that fresh start. But how do you take the open calendar and really run with it day to day? My next guest is helping you make something of that fresh start, carving out space to truly make this a great year. Studio 5 contributor Connie Sokol is an author, popular public speaker, and founder of the program Back to Basics. She's identified 3 ways to carve out a fresh start for 2015. Isn't it a beautiful feeling?
Yes, I love it. It's that new pencil, fresh paper, put it in your peachy kind of a feeling, and I love it. I love a new year.
And I know we're not supposed to embrace the mentality like this is the only fresh start. Every day can be a fresh start. We love that. But there is something so releasing about a whole year to do it right.
Yes, and I think the first step in appreciating that sometimes is to let go of the last year, because sometimes when I'm talking with women, it's just we kind of get stuck. So last year you didn't lose weight, or you didn't clean out the garage, or whatever it was that you didn't do. It's such a blessing to be able to just let that go and say, that was last year and this is a new one.
And how do you clean that slate? I mean, it's easy to say, let's do that, but mentally those I didn't get to's can really hold you down.
Right. I think you can even do a physical thing with it, but first and foremost is being aware. What are the things that are making me feel badly about myself right now? What is it that I didn't do last year? Or maybe last year was a hard year. Maybe I had illness or something that was really hard. Being able to acknowledge that, just embrace it and say, that was a tough year. And then be able to say, I'm going to clean this out. We know for any project, cleaning it out first to make room for something new is so important. So whether you're doing the yard or cleaning out a closet, you take everything out, you make it all clean, and then you put the fresh in. And that is so key. So there's this wonderful quote, I love it, from Brian H. McGill, and it talks about abundance is a process of letting go. Oh no, the Disney refrain comes to mind. That which is empty, heaven forbid.
Should
that
we
which
sing,
is
Connie?
empty.
Should we sing?
I would probably scare the viewers. But that one, once we empty it out, then we really can open up this very feng shui where you can say, now I can receive what's coming this year, the possibilities.
I know a lot of life coaches who say, envision your ideal future. You're tweaking that a little bit. Envision your ideal now. I really like the immediacy of that.
Yes, because the future can be this amorphous kind of a thing where it's foggy and we can't quite get to it. But if we can start putting it in terms of specifics right now, if your fairy godmother came and went, bing, your ideal life today, what would that look like? What would you be doing? What would you be wearing? Who would you be with? What would you be talking about? Sometimes I think when I'm talking to women, they feel unfulfilled, or they feel frustrated, and they get angry, and maybe they start blaming other things or situations instead of saying, well, gosh, what would it look like if I really had my ideal life? So take a minute and try to, if driving 5 minutes on the road, just be thinking, wow, my ideal life, what does that specifically mean to me? What does it look like?
And I don't want to oversimplify it. It sounds like a shift from negative to positive, really.
Absolutely, absolutely, of things that you can control. And that automatically gives you a lift and gives you a feeling of, wow, this is possible. I can do this. I can make this happen.
I have a friend who, I love her. Gosh, she whines and hangs on to those, this didn't work, and this didn't work, and this didn't work. And you just see that playing out as a cycle that really traps you and holds you down.
And it really draws that, because then people really kind of shy away from that negative. It's hard to be around. But when you look at possibilities, and research shows, once you start saying something to your mind can't distinguish between what's real and what's not. And so it starts finding a way to make it happen, unless you fight it. So if you don't fight it, if you say this year, I want to do this, and I'm going to focus on this, and this is going to be so great, your brain starts saying, okay, how do we make this happen, and how can we do that efficiently?
It's not just psychobabble. That really does work.
It really does happen. And that's what's so exciting, when you can be specific.
And if people don't know where to start when it comes to envisioning the ideal now, there's a simple writing exercise you say that can really help.
Okay, this is my signature thing because it works. This so works, okay? Truly, truly, this works. It is a 3-step paragraph, and it is easy. First thing you want to do is find a spot where you can just have maybe a sanctuary, maybe it's the bathroom, lock the door, ignore the children. 15 minutes, think buzzwords that describe your ideal life. You're going to do it for yourself, for relationships, or life skills. Then you're going to put them into a sentence, and then you're going to put it in a paragraph.
So buzzwords would be what? Give us
so
an
for
example.
In 3 life areas, your buzzwords for self would be happy, fit, confident, spiritually grounded. You say, those are so great. That's my ideal.
Yeah.
And then relationships. I know how to communicate. I know how to be affectionate. I know how to set appropriate boundaries. I know how to blah, 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 blah. Put those down. And then life skills are more of, I know how to manage my time. I know how to organize my space. I know how to track my budget. Kind of the things sometimes we go, but they make life easier. They make it better. So do that brainstorm. Don't self-edit. Just write it down.
Okay.
And then the second step is to go back and pick out 4 or 5 of those words that just go bing and resonate with you. You go, that's what I want. That's who I want to become. That's what I want this year. And even for a future. And then say, okay, this is it. Write them in 1 or 2 sentences. And then the third step is so easy. It's that you take those 1 or 2 sentences in those 3 areas, like a sandwich, and you go, whoosh, and it's a paragraph. And then just post it. Post it on your iPhone, post it on your board, on your mirror, everywhere you can, post it. And then your subconscious starts working on it. It's wonderful.
And you call this your life paragraph.
It's called a life paragraph, and we have the cutest free download for you today. It is so darling. It will make you want to do your life paragraph. And it's super easy. Go to ConnieSokol.com. It will just pop right up, and you just click on the thing to download it. 3 easy steps to make your life paragraph. I cannot describe to you. I've used this for 10 years, and I cannot tell you how many things I've been able to do, become, and even experience because of that. And the choices that I've made have been wiser because of that.
Well, thank you for the free download. I think just seeing it on paper is a good step for a lot of people to go through that exercise. So we download that on your website.
On the website, it'll just pop right up. Just download it and start it. Don't get paralyzed. Sometimes we women just want it to make it perfect. Don't make it perfect. Avid 80%er. Just start getting some words down, let it percolate, and then you'll start to see, wow, this is starting to take shape.
You're proposing a great metaphor with this idea of carving out a fresh start, and that's a row of dominoes. The beautiful part about it is it only takes 1 game chip to start the effect.
Yes, yes. I was reading in the book, The Power of Habit, and the author Charles Duhigg, he talks about the power of just changing 1 habit, and I think that is so key. And then I also feel the more important thing to pull back is choose that 1 habit, but start with the catalyst. And the catalyst is the key decision. So for example, if I want to work out, I know for myself, my personal catalyst is put on my workout clothes. Monday morning, my toddler didn't sleep, I didn't sleep all night, the power had gone out, it was first day back from Christmas break, the kids were pills, no offense, but the kids were pills, and I had plenty of reasons not to work out, but I got up and the first thing I did was put on my workout clothes. Didn't look for cute ones, just put them on.
Because sometimes that's the battle, is just physically getting in the state of mind to do it.
Exactly. That for me, 80% chance I will work out just by doing that. So find that catalyst, find the keystone habit for you, the starter that will ignite the fuse, because once it starts, then it just pretty much goes, and unless you fight it, you're gonna do it.
And just knowing we're working on that 1 habit with this example exercise, it does ripple effect like a domino and positively impact the rest of your life.
Absolutely. What was funny is that I went on and I Facebooked that on our Connie's Corner page. I was talking about it. Then this other woman got on. She said, that's it. I'm going to email my Christmas cards today. And another woman said, you know what? I've been sitting on the couch. I'm going to get up and do it.
Yeah.
Ripple effect to ad infinitum. So it's wonderful when you just say this 1 thing, that's the igniter, that's the catalyst, I'm gonna do it.
I am inspired by this conversation, Connie. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great advice as always. Coming up next, a DIY wreath that will put your front door on the map, literally.